I sold my soul to Xiaomi. And even so, I'm still getting phones from Huawei that keep on telling me that their phone might be better. Might be. This is the Huawei Y5 and today we'll check it out. I have some kind of mission here today. I just want to test out if this phone can actually play games. We all know that this costs around 150 US dollars. That's really cheap. That's really cheap, and we do see that that has an effect on the specs of this phone. So today I'll basically check it out, try to get some games running, and I will let you know my thoughts about this phone as I've been using it for a couple of days now. Before I start, I just want to invite you to join this channel, Auto Deal. I've been reviewing gadgets for the past couple of years now, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, tilt your phone and click on that red button down below. Also click on the bell icon if you see it. That will let you know when I have a cool gadget coming up on this review channel, and you'll be able to watch it straight away before everyone else. So after you've done that, let's go on with the review. The Y5, basically from Huawei, a Chinese phone released back in June 2018. That's almost a year from now, by the way. You do get a lot of manuals, and you also get a screen protector. Unlike many Chinese brands, they do not put the screen on the phone itself. Okay, so this is the Huawei Y5, and I'm actually comparing it to my current phone, which is over here showing me the video feed from the camera, and this is the OnePlus 3, and I think that after 3 years now, maybe we got to a point where you actually get the specs of a phone that was released as a flagship like 3 years ago. I really hope you do, because that means that technology has also over time has gotten cheaper. But I must say, the first thing I had in my mind when I opened this phone, when I unlocked it, was like, whoa, the screen looks good. We are talking about an LCD screen that basically has the new ratio of 18:9 on 9. And also the resolution here is really lower than what I had on the OnePlus. This is 720 on 1440. So we are looking at a lower resolution. That means on YouTube, for example, you're gonna get 720p on most videos, and that's going to be probably the max resolution you'll see a difference on. So other than that, it does look really well. And I think regarding the processor, I've really tested it out with watching YouTube videos, as this is my job, as you can see. It felt like it's not as fast as my 3-year-old OnePlus 3, but it did manage to play all the videos I wanted. If you switch from horizontal mode to vertical mode on YouTube, you do feel like there's like 3 or 4 seconds that you have to wait for the phone to finally go full screen. That's something that kind of sucks, but I guess that's what you get if you pay this low for a phone. Another big thing here is the weight of the phone. Not many people talk about this as an advantage, but it is. I mean, if you have putting in your pocket like 20 grams less than another phone, you're carrying less weight. And if you are like me, you already have your camera and all of your gadgets on you, maybe you want to carry less. That's going to be a good solution for you. This phone is 142 grams. I think it's the most lightweight phone we've ever seen on this channel. The operating system is Android 8.1 on this device. This doesn't get updated to 9.0, but I think maybe in the future, who knows, maybe the processor is not going to be enough. And if we are talking about a processor, we are actually seeing here a quad-core processor, but the problem with this phone is the 2 gigabytes. It actually you get the phone with with lots of stuff installed, by the way. One of it is going to be a folder that's called Games. It has Asphalt on it, Kingdoms, and other cool games, but I actually tried to play them, and as you can see right now, we do get a frame rate stutter also in Spider-Man and also in Asphalt. And this is not something I would include in a phone if I'm actually controlling what apps are gonna come with the phone. So this is really funny. You can play the game, but for example in Asphalt, if you're seeing other cars or like enemy cars that are racing against you, this is really gonna get your frame rate to a level where you actually don't feel like you're playing a game, more like watching some kind of gallery slideshow. So other than that, like I mentioned, there's a lot of software in here that I wish that wasn't. For example, the Facebook app, Netflix, eBay, and even Booking. I guess they're making money off these apps, who knows. You can install Facebook, for example, and all of these apps. So if you don't want to see them on your phone, just uninstall them once you actually activate the phone. Like always, I'm putting links in the description of this video for where you can get this phone and recent pricing for it. So definitely check them out to see what's the current pricing for this phone model. If we're talking about the camera, we are seeing that we get a 13 megapixel camera with an f2.0. If you never look at that f symbol, and most people don't, this means how much light the actual sensor of the camera on the phone is getting. The lower the f number, the better the camera is going to handle light. That means that if you take a photo or video inside a dark room or a house, you're gonna get a better photo if your f-stop is lower. So definitely check that out. When you're buying a phone, always check the f number. It's always listed on the seller's page. So we get a 2.0 f-stop here. That's not the lowest I've seen on mobile phones. The OnePlus, for example, already have like 1.7 and the newer phones, but I guess that's what you pay for. The front camera is a 5 megapixel camera, and one thing I haven't seen on this device, even though Huawei usually tells you that specific specification, is that there's no labeling of the autofocus system here. It doesn't say if this is a face detect autofocus, if this is the dual pixel, for example, that's very accurate in detecting your face, and that means that maybe this is contrast detect or worse. So who knows? Maybe the AF is gonna be really bad with this. I'm definitely gonna check this out as time goes on. Battery here is 3020 milliamps. That basically is the same as my 3-year-old phone. No big improvement here, but cheaper price. Bluetooth connectivity here is Bluetooth 4.2, but this is something you really want to take note of. There is no aptX feature here. That means that if you are using a Bluetooth headphones, for example, you're not going to get the high quality you're usually getting with other phones that have the aptX. Not many people keep track of this, so now you know about it. You also get a headphones jack, so you can basically just use the headphone jack and do get that still high quality headphone sound without using Bluetooth. Another thing here is the internal storage. You basically get 16 gigs of ROM. That means that's not going to be enough. You are actually having, once you boot up the phone, around 9 gigs that are going to be of free space. That means that the phone has already took up like around 7 gigs from your ROM, but you do get a memory card slot, and that's going to be great because you can put a 256 gigs memory card, SD memory card on it, and just use the SD memory card for all your storage. So all in all, I gotta summarize my experience with the phone. It's a basic phone, it's really simple. As you can see, the micro USB slot over here for charging has really bumped me up. You did get the micro USB, obviously, cable and charger, and you also get the thing you need, the thingy that you need to take out the micro SD card. But still, I really wish that this had a USB-C connection. And you know what, you can play games with it, but I wouldn't play games with it because it feels like it's not good enough for all of these new games. It's good enough for you if you actually want a phone that you're not playing games on and you just want to make phone calls, you don't have a big budget, and you don't need a really huge battery like I usually do when I do my business. I never charge my phone. I need that 6,000 amp battery. Not in this case, obviously. The 3,000 is gonna last you for a single day. Maybe if you don't play with the phone that much, you're gonna get it for 2 days, but you still get the headphone jack, which is good enough. And the Bluetooth audio is not gonna be that good without the aptX, obviously. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about this phone. And like always, I'm putting 2 videos for you to watch over here, another one over here, and I really do hope you subscribe to the channel. You can do that by clicking on this icon. So I'm gonna see you on my next adventure with new gadgets that's gonna come up. And I have a huge surprise for you guys. That's on the next video. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.